and Facebook. So thanks for being here, Mr. Mane, Dilip, and Mr. Srinivasan. We have Mr. Milan Sa joining from India. So how are you, Milan bhai? Hope all is well. And we have just started, so you are right on time. Just before I start for actual session, I want to understand from all of you, because I want to make it interactive. Like, see, it's not one-way communication. I want two-way communication. So I will be keep on asking few things to participate, to engage, because that will give me idea that yes, we are on the same page, we are on the same understanding, and you are here with some objective, some purpose to raise your awareness. So thanks, good evening everyone, and thanks once again. As we are talking about financial freedom, I want you to type in chat box FF, financial freedom, or FFD, financial freedom decoded. You can type it in the chat box. So thanks Maitri. Thank you, Dilip. Thanks a lot. So yeah, so it's all about financial freedom, and any specific, like, what you feel, why financial freedom? What financial freedom can change in your life? It has changed a lot in my life. I will share a little bit about me also, but I want to understand why financial freedom for you, even though you are entrepreneur or you are employee with whatever, but financial freedom is applicable to both. So I learned from one of my mentor, Rajiv Talreja. So I have many mentors. One of my mentor, Rajiv Talreja, who is in Bangalore, and he says self-employment is a trap. Now many times we feel that if it is my own business, if I'm my own boss, I'm financially free, but that is not the fact. And we will be uncovering many myths also, many non-supportive beliefs, and once that is done, the path will be clear. So let me share my slides now. Can you see my slides? Mitri, spotlight. Yeah, thanks. So welcome to this workshop or masterclass of financial freedom, and we are going to decode. It's like, say, I learned from my mentors. Now I have great mentors who told me that financial freedom is simple but not easy. Thank you, Gizlan. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. So we are going to decode that, and I feel that it is. See, many times we have some regrets that what if I would have done this few years back? What if I have done maybe 10 years back? But what if I say that it is the time now? And financial freedom, as per my experience and my understanding, is the true freedom. So what you can expect from this, what we are going to cover. What we are going to cover is basics of financial freedom, because unless those basics are not clear, unless there is no clarity, like, see, sometimes, many times people feel that financial freedom is having a lot of money. But what if I say that that is not true? Financial freedom is not only about money. If I show you this book of my mentor, Bob Proctor, before working with Bob Proctor, my understanding was that financial freedom is all about money. But this book, and when I learned from Bob Proctor, that financial freedom is not all about money. So what it is about, which we are going to cover, there are some roadblocks. Like, see, unless we are not addressing those roadblocks, the journey will be longer, it will be difficult, and it will be painful. And why I'm telling you, because I have gone through first 5 years of my journey of financial freedom with understanding that financial freedom is all about strategy. I have to be, my passive income needs to be more than monthly expenses, and only I was focusing on strategy. But so what really financial freedom is about, we are going to cover that. Where to start? Like, see, after having those awareness, then you will have a question how I'm going to start and where I'm going to start. So I'm going to share all those things today. So I will say the same thing which my mentor Bob Proctor told me around 9 years or 8 years back. When I met him first time in April 2016, I was in Canada with him, and he told me first thing. He says, this information may be new for you. So he told me that not necessary that you accept whatever he is telling. But he says don't reject, consider it, keep your mind open. And same thing I'm telling you, people who are attending this, I want you to keep your mind open. I don't say don't means accept everything, but don't reject, consider it, because this is based on some proven universal laws and success principles. That's what I'm going to share. So, how many of you are ready to uncover this? What is financial freedom? So, if you are ready, type ready in the chat box. So that will give me idea that yes, you are ready. Thank you, Gizlan. Thanks, Milan Bhai. Thanks, Maitri, Dilip. Thank you very much for your participation. So, Tasabi, thank you. So now see, do you agree that these are the four core areas of our life? Now, see, I'm going to talk about life. So I told you financial freedom is not all about money. So these are the four key core areas of life: mental well-being, emotional well-being, physical well-being, and financial well-being. You can see these pieces of puzzle. If one piece of puzzle is not in place, do you agree that the life will not be aligned? How many of you feel? If you feel this makes sense, type MS. That yes, these are the four areas. If one of the area is not aligned, the journey will not be enjoyable. Thank you. Thanks, Gizlan. Thanks, Dilip, Tasabi. So it is like say these four areas. And do you agree that if financial well-being is not in place, we'll be spending a lot of time to make this happen? Like we have bills to pay, we have a lot of other responsibilities, liabilities, rent, utility, children's education, grocery bill. So our first priority is this. But in that, what happens? When we are more focusing on that one area, we are unconsciously we are not focusing on other three areas. How many of you feel that mental well-being is very important? During and after COVID, people started accepting that there is something called mental well-being. There is something called mind, and there is something which needs to be addressed. How many of you feel that? If you feel that yes, mental well-being is important, you can type MW, mental well-being, in the chat box. Thank you, Tasabi. Uh, Thank you, Dilip. Uh, So, Gizlan, thank you. So, these four areas. So, we'll be covering these four areas, and mainly I'm focusing on financial well-being because that's what financial freedom we are going to talk. So, from this group right now, how many of you are entrepreneurs and how many of you are employees? So, if you are entrepreneur, write ENT. If you are employee, you write EMP. So that will give me idea that what is the proportion of. So, Gizlan, thank you. You are entrepreneur. Tasabi, entrepreneur. Anybody? So we have mix of people like Leah. You are also entrepreneur. There are some people are still joining. Let me admit them. So it's a mix of entrepreneur and employee. Now, whoever are entrepreneurs, I want you to think. So when you were employee, I'm sure your journey must have started as an employee. Then at one point of time, you thought that you have good experience and you want to freedom, and then you have jumped from employee to entrepreneur. Now I want you to think: how many hours do you work in per day or per week? Are you working more than your employees? This is the reality. Srinivasan, yeah, no problem. We can connect later on. So, Gizlan, it's true, correct? So, last week I was listening to one of my mentor, and he was giving definition of entrepreneur. He says entrepreneur is someone who work for 80 hours per week to avoid a job of 40 hours per week. Now that was something light bulb moment for me. Does this make sense? Do you feel that your employees are working maybe half time than you are working? Even they will be enjoying their weekend, they will be enjoying their vacation. But if you want to go to vacation, you will have a lot of worry. You will be postponing it because the moment you are on vacation, your business either it will be stand still or it will come down. So thank you, Dilip. This is the reality. Tasavi, thank you, Gizlan. This is the truth. So that's why I learned from my mentor Rajiv Talreja that self-employment is a trap. So now you will be thinking that what is my authority, who I am to talk on this subject. So little bit I will, because few of you know me, but there are many new people who don't know me. So my name is Deepak Badra. I'm an alignment coach. I'm author of this book, Grow Your Money Tree, which is I written 2 years back. I have launched it and it became Amazon bestseller, which I never thought that I can write a book. Academically, I'm an engineer, so some of members who are right now attendees in the group, they know me that I was in air conditioning. I have invested 30 years of my professional career in air conditioning. I didn't do anything else except air conditioning. But since 5 years, I shifted to this new profession. And how it was possible because of learning from mentors, taking some risk, making some change in my life, investing my time in learning, and that made me who I am today. So I'm consultant with Bob Proctor. So anybody of are familiar with Bob Proctor? So if you are familiar with Bob Proctor, you can write BP in the chat box. So that will give me idea that you already have that basic understanding. Thank you, Leah. Thanks, Gizlan. Thanks, Maitri. So few of you are aware about Bob Proctor. Tasavi, thank you. So this is Bob Proctor. Now, picture on left side, if you see, that is my first interaction with Bob Proctor. I went for a training, 6 days training to Canada. And why I went there? I wanted to be financially free. I was trying for 5 years since 2011, and I was not reach. I didn't reach anywhere close to financial freedom, and that was causing me frustration. I learned from one of the other best mentor, Robert Kiyosaki. I will show his picture also. But then see, something you are having knowledge, but you are not getting the results. It gives you frustration. But when this kind of situation happens, it happens for good. That took me to Bob Proctor. So this left side, if you see Bob Proctor and Sandy Gallagher. Sandy Gallagher is CEO of Bob's company, partner. And when I started learning this, I didn't know anything about this mind paradigms. Whatever I've learned, whatever I'm going to share in this masterclass, is my 8 or 9 years plus 5 years from Robert Kiyosaki. And when I was with Bob Proctor, he helped me to find my purpose. And since then, things have changed. So these are my pictures with Bob Proctor. And these are my picture with other mentors. How many of you know the person who is on left side? Anybody familiar with extreme left side person? Robert Kiyosaki. Thank you, Gizlan. Yes, he's Robert Kiyosaki, who is more mainly known as Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yeah, true. Thank you, Leah. So my financial freedom awareness started with studying this book and listening audio book basically. Then I bought this paper book. And when I came across this information in 2011, I never heard word called financial freedom. I always thought that I'm employee, my parents were employee, my grandparents were employee. So this is how my journey is. But when I learned, somebody gave me audio book of Rich Dad Poor Dad, the shift started happening. And that generated curiosity in me that made me to think that there is a better life when I am financially free. But I didn't know how. Being me as an engineer, it was always logical thinking, hard working, and engineers normally, and particularly in Dubai and in air conditioning, you never get time for yourself. But then I made a decision to go to Robert Kiyosaki directly. I took his mentorship. I learned from his team for 18 months, equipped myself with awareness about money, financial freedom. But that was not enough. And 5 years, no results. But then I reached to Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor helped me to connect those puzzles. Pieces of puzzles fall in place. He pushed me. He asked me to make many crazy and risky decisions. And I was scared when I was making the first decision was that leave my job and become consultant or coach with Bob Proctor's company, inspiring people, sharing this information, and impacting people's life. But that time I was not public speaker, so I was very introvert, and that made me to go to this person who is in the middle, Anybody knows this person who is in the center of this picture? I'm holding certificate with him. Anybody familiar? He's based in UK. Andy, yes, Gazlan, that is Andy Harrington. So I felt that yes, public speaking, true, and I decided to go to Andy Harrington because I need to be good in speaking. Being me as an introvert, I had that limited self-image, and it was not helping me. When I want to, you can say, broadcast my message to the world, I need to be good in speaking. So that is Andy Harrington. Then comes on right hand side, this gentleman helped me on learning coaching skills. So he helped me to write this book, Grow Your Money Tree. Anybody is aware about what is his name? BNI people, they know, they must be knowing. He is a training head of BNI India, an international trainer. But I'm connected with him as a business associate. Murli Sundaram. So his name is Murli Sundaram. He's from India, and these people help me. Then this team of mentors at Success Gyan. So these are the people. So on extreme left, you see the person who helped me on digital presence. The person second left, which is this Rajiv Talreja, this guy, he's my business coach. Surendran is founder of Success Gyan, and Pooja Punit. So these are my mentors. Like, see, and then what I'm sharing this after applying all these things, you can see the life which I'm living now. I have freedom of choice. Last year, I went to mountaineering. Before that, I did skydiving. Recently, I obtained scuba diving. Now, people ask me that why at this age means, okay, I don't feel I'm old, but people say that at age of 57, 58, why I do these crazy things. But that's what I want. I want to do this. And this is my mentor who was with me on mountaineering. We were there for 10 days. He's Singapore based mentor. So these are my mentors. Now, why I'm telling you all this? You may be thinking that I want to impress you. No, I want to impress upon you that if I can do this, you can do this. People know me from many years. They know that what kind of personality I was. I was introvert. I was just focusing on my job, nothing else. Didn't have big dreams. But then what I'm doing, you can see this. So I enjoy my life. And what I want to impress upon you is if I can do it, you can do it. So this was little about me. This again, we are coming back to alignment. 4 areas of life. So I want you to think when you are attending this, I want you to think which area of your life you need more alignment. If you want to type in the chat box, you can type, say, mental, emotional, physical, financial. So you can type first word of that letter. So that will give me idea that where you feel you need more focus. So there are 4 areas: mental well-being, emotional well-being, physical well-being, financial well-being. Physical well-being and financial well-being. Thanks, Gazlan. Definitely, because both are. When we do this, we will have more energy, we'll have more focus, we'll have better time for ourselves, and that will take care of our relationship with family, with other people. Mariam, very true, all of them. Dilip, it's true because when you are financially doing well, you can allocate time on other areas. So all of them. So this is what, like, say, this is I learned from my mentors that these all areas are important. You cannot ignore any one of area. Now, how many of you have read this Khalij Times newspaper today on front page? Anybody have read this? This was today's newspaper. On the front page, it is this news that cost of living shoots up in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Now, do you agree that we come across this kind of information throughout the day? Whether it is newspaper or social media or TV or our own results, because see, we are receiving this information through our senses. The world has become smaller. Any changes happens immediately, the information will reach to us. What happens when we have this kind of information keep on coming through our senses? What happens? It doesn't matter about this. I just want to make you think. Yes, Gizlan, yeah, it's true. We absorb information from outside, like because yeah, we have 5 senses. We see, hear, smell, taste, and touch, and information keeps coming. And the moment, and then this kind of information, if you will see, is always on the front page of newspaper. I have not seen much good news coming in the newspaper as compared to some serious news, some news of concern. So this is one. Second one, this was few months back, again in the newspaper, local newspaper, and this is stress caused by cost of living. So since 1.5 2 years cost of living in UAE, most of you are from UAE, and you know that cost of living is increasing because of many things. Changes happening in the world. Rental is becoming expensive. Many rich people, wealthy people are coming to Dubai, and that is causing. So it's a big stress, Tasabi, yes, day by day. And particularly when you are entrepreneur, this stress is multiplied. If you are an employee, you know that if you are valuable, company will compensate you. But if you entrepreneur, where you are going to go, unless you position yourself, empower your team, make your team more efficient, and then increase your revenue and profit. So this is another way of thinking. So if you see these statistics, it says that top causes of stress among UAE residents: 45% current cost of living, 40% personal finance, and then 39% says family finance. So it is money which cause stress. True? Does it make sense? Type MS in the chat box if this makes sense. Gizlan, thank you. Maitri, Leah, thank you. Dilip. This was another article in, thank you Tasavi, Shambhu, Arjun. So it says almost half of residents stressed by cost of living. Now you can imagine that half of residents, they are stressed. Now this news is 4-5 months back. So during these 4-5 months, the way things are changing, this must have increased now. Now I don't want you to be in panic, but I want you to be aware about the reality. And it is not only in UAE. If you see, this is the statistics of UAE, Saudi Arabia, and global. Everywhere almost it is similar. If you see these three, here it is UAE, this is Saudi Arabia, and this is global. Same thing, personal finance and family finance. So it is a worldwide, it's not only one area is affected, entire world is affected. The uncertainty which are taking over world, the small things happens in one country, let it be war, let it be some natural disaster, everything will be affected. So what is the solution? You, me, we cannot control what is happening in the world. Do we have that control? I don't have that control. What is happening? Things are happening between different countries. They are busy in the war. You and me, we don't have control. If any cyclone comes, any natural calamities happens, but we have control of our own economy. So Bob Proctor was telling that you can create your own economy. And that's what I'm going to share, how you can create your own economy. You don't have to rely what is happening outside. So there was something I was listening again of Bob Proctor. He says that your inner world, your outer world, results in your outer world reflects your inner world. So what are the results in outer world? Anybody wants to share in by chat, or like what are the results you feel that outer world? These are the results. Maybe financial results, your salary, your profit, growth, health, many things. What are the things comes to your mind which are external to you, but it is connected with you? Maybe time. We don't have time. We are so busy. We have a lot of distractions. Many things are there. Now, do you agree that when you are financially free, when you don't have to worry how you are going to pay your bills or monthly expenses without you working? See, financial freedom is not that you work hard and you are paying the bills. Financial freedom is you are covering your expenses without you working. Your assets are working. So why financial freedom? Unless you don't have this, everybody wants financial freedom, but very few are getting. Why? Because this why is not clear. Why you want to be financially free? So this statement is by my mentor Bob Proctor. He says financial freedom is 95% mindset and 5% strategy. Now I was focusing from 2011 till 2016 that financial freedom is all about money. I need more passive income than my expenses. I will be financially free. without knowing much about mind or anything about mind. I was getting some success, but not kind of exponential growth which I truly deserve and I wanted, because I didn't know anything about mind. I was only working on strategy, going from one mentor to another mentor to another mentor. So, what is basic of financial freedom? Anybody wants to share what is the simple definition of financial freedom? You can even come on camera or switch on your mic also. What is financial freedom as per you? Because we are covering first foundation, that clarity. Yeah, yeah, Gislan, I can hear you. Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, correct. Okay, that is true. So that is called passive income, correct? So financial freedom is when your passive income. So now what is passive income? Passive income something comes from you without working. Maybe initially you have to work to build those assets. So these are all assets you can see on this slide. Rental income, which I have followed that model. I have started investing in real estate since learning from Robert Kiyosaki 2011, and in 2014 I was keep on investing in real estate based on my awareness, based on learning from mentors. Like, say, okay, I made some mistakes also. So many times we are scared of making mistakes and we don't take action. Then comes even stock market. You have some patent, you have some innovation, you have created some music. See, I've written this book. Now, this book is my passive income. I put some efforts initially. I've invested. I went to publisher. I learned. I got it printed. But now, what I have to do? This book is giving me visibility. This book is bringing even small money, but it is my passive income. And in present world, there are many ways. So it says passive income that is required, that is acquired without trading your time and with minimal effort. So suppose if I give my example, I have real estate in assets in Dubai, and that bring every month rent to me. I have somebody who collects the rent and everything. So, but still, I need some time, some communication. That's all. I don't spend much time on that because I want to focus my time on this learning and sharing. So, this is an example of passive income. So, when your passive income exceeds your monthly expenses. So, now what are the monthly expenses? Some of the example are like rent, bills, grocery bills, other bills, education. If you have children, education, other expenses. Now utility bills, car insurance, petrol, car maintenance, many things like whatever. See, expenses are something which takes money out of your pocket, and those are when your passive income is more than monthly expenses, you are financially free. Is it simple or no? Is it that you can say complicated definition? It's simple definition. But then why it is difficult? Why many people want to be financially free? The formula is clear. Yeah, Gizlan, it is very clear and simple. But we make it complicated because as per us, we feel that when I have millions and billions in my bank account, I'm financially free. When I have luxury cars, I'm financially free. When I have chartered jet plane, I am financially free. Financial freedom is simple, and I learned this by playing a game called cash flow game. How many of you have played cash flow game? I know few of you have played cash flow game. So cash flow game is something which I helped me. Gizlan, yes, you played. Thank you. Thanks. I enjoy. I'm playing this game since 14 years. And in that game, even a person, janitor, cleaner, uh, car mechanic, truck driver, they also can be financially free. So it is not how much you earn, it is how much you keep, how you manage money. And that comes based on our habits and financial literacy. So here, this was basic definition. I want you to think about now before I go to next slide. Why you want to be financially free? Why financial freedom for you? Unless you don't have this clear why, it's always going to be a struggle. And I'm telling you from my own experience. 5 years carrying this knowledge, I was nowhere near financial freedom. My passive income was zero. Even I had some investments, but one was good investment, one was bad investment, and net was passive income was zero. But I consider this as a learning process. I was listening to Bob Proctor again 2 days back, and he says many people feel that failure is opposite to success, but he says failure is part of success. Take example of Thomas Edison, Wright brothers. They failed. Thomas Edison failed just to invent a light bulb almost 10,000 times. So many times we have these wrong definitions about failure. So financial freedom. Why you want to be financially free? So for me, it was I wanted to get out of rat race. Now this can be your reason also. If you feel yourself you are stuck in the rat race, what is rat race? Rat race is like, suppose you wake up in the morning, you have your breakfast, then you go to office, or even your job or even your business, then work there, then come back home, and this is the cycle. So there will be some different cycle when you are having weekend or holidays, but otherwise it is this cycle. So this cycle is called rat race. Now entrepreneurs also, they find themselves in this cycle. Employees also find themselves. They want to come out, but they are not able to come out. So financial freedom will bring some tangible benefits and intangible benefits. So what are the benefits comes to your mind when you think about financial? What are the intangible benefits? What you feel that intangible? Intangible is you cannot see that, but you can feel those things. So it's time freedom. Suppose you are free to use time for yourself and do whatever you are passionate about. So what comes to your mind? Maybe intangible can be, so you are having 50,000 dirham worth of passive income. And that passive income pays bills for you. That passive income help you to have some savings, investing. So Ghazlan, what is your answer? Yeah, no more have to do something. Yeah, so then see, but then it doesn't mean that you will not be doing anything. That is where the many people are stuck. I was stuck. I wanted to be financially free, but I never thought beyond financial freedom how my life will look like, what I would be doing. And that was the reason I was not able to reach there. So we need to think from there that what. So this can be the answer. Like, see, maybe you want to have a lot of money, wealth creation. Maybe you want to have good home, luxury car, freedom. You want to work on your hobby. You can see this camera, photographer. You have some hobby about painting. You want to have some luxuries like chartered flight. You want to spend more time with family. We all have different reasons. I want you to think what are your reasons? Maybe all, maybe few. Think about this. Unless you are not giving energy to this, and things will not change. So again, I'm asking, why do you want to be financially free? Give energy on that. Now, do you agree that everything is at awareness? Like what devices we are using? See this technology. I'm reaching to you in real time. I'm in my home office, which is kind of studio, and you are watching me and listening me and interacting with me on real time. Now, imagine that 125 years back, if somebody would have thought that no, we can do this when there was no, even telephone was not invented, or maybe Graham Bell has invented those conventional telephone. What if somebody would have told that no, without any wires, you can reach to anywhere in the world? Was it logical, illogical that time? What people would have told to Graham Bell? It was illogical because we didn't know how to use wireless technology. It was illogical. Many things was illogical maybe 100 years back are logical now. Now, do you agree that because what was missing is awareness? Say, suppose this iPhone, now I'm using this. Now this iPhone, anything to produce this iPhone is available in this universe since the time universe is formed in raw material, one or other form. I don't say exactly in this form, but raw material is available. Does it make sense? You can type MS if it makes sense. See, sometimes we have to think from that level. Unless we don't think from that level, we always will have a scarcity mindset. To become financially free, you want abundance mindset. You need a prosperity mindset. It makes sense. Thank you, Milan bhai. Thank you, Gizlan. It makes sense. Being me as an engineer, I never thought this. 8 years back, if somebody would have asked me, it was difficult for me to accept. But this universe is having everything. So there is a universal law. It says nothing is created or destroyed. Everything is just in the form, from one form to another form. Now, same thing for wealth creation also. Wealth is nothing but idea. We can see a lot of ideas around us, which, see, Amazon, maybe they 30, 40 years before they have started as a bookshop. But now you can see this. Airbnb, they don't have even single real estate, but they are largest real estate service provider in the world. Uber, they don't have a single car, but they are largest fleet of transportation. These are ideas. Wealth is nothing but idea. Facebook, how much money is making? So it's all about idea. The money you want for financial freedom is already there somewhere. What you have to do is attract in your life, and what is missing is awareness. So, awareness about money. Now, money also, it's money. Many times we feel that money is currency. So, let's change some myths about this. Now, this is again Bob Proctor's definition. Money is reward you receive in return of services you provide. Now, money is the quality and quantity of service you give. Now, you are in different profession. Gizlan is into hotel supplies. Now, Gizlan, if I ask you, are there many companies in hotel supplies? I'm sure there are many companies. Correct. But are all the companies getting the same results, or their results are different? Different, correct? Because of the results you get as a reward is based on services you give. When you are good at providing service, when people, your clients, they like you, when you are accountable, you are committed, they're satisfied with your service, you have a good team who are committed, that way you can position yourself. Same thing if you are on a job. Now, when I learned this, I position myself on my job. In last 3 years of my working after joining Bob Proctor, he told me work for 3 years and then leave your job. But in 3 years, he told me make yourself valuable whatever you are doing it. And when I applied this, my rewards have increased. Now, and everybody can do this. It's not like you can't do it. So this is again Bob Proctor's table. I learned from him that there are 3 types of income earning strategies. So you can see we will go from bottom to top. So bottom is M1. Now M1 strategy says 96% of the people in the world, they follow this strategy. But they hold only 1% of wealth in the world. So here 96% and they hold little wealth. What they do? They trade their time for money. And we all have limited time. Nobody is having more than 24 hours. And trading time is not, see, to start with, trading time is a good strategy if you are not born rich, which I was not. So I was trading my time. But when I traded my time with a goal of financial freedom, things have happened. M2 strategy is 3% people of the world and they hold 3% of wealth. And what they do, they make money from money. So suppose there are born rich people, they are in wealthy environment, they know how to make money from money. So there is a M2, and which very few percentage of people, but there is a strategy of M3. And M3 is 1% world population, but they hold 96% wealth. And if you see those kind of people, when I'm telling their names, you can think about them. Say Mukesh Ambani, his father has started, Dhirubhai Ambani has started Reliance Empire from the street of Ahmedabad selling textiles and garments on the bicycle. Elon Musk, yeah, true. Richard Branson, many people are there. Yes, Bill Gates. They all have small beginning. Facebook, how many businesses is having? Elon Musk, how many businesses is having? Mukesh Ambani, how many businesses is having? Hundreds of businesses. So they have not one from one source of income. They have multiple sources of income. So at this point, I want you to think how many sources of income you are having. One should always have multiple sources. Now, if you don't have, you can start thinking, you can start working on those strategy, that mindset, and things will change. Another things about money, which I learned from. So previous one I learned from Bob Proctor, which is three income earning strategy. This strategy I learned from Robert Kiyosaki. Anybody is aware about this cash flow quadrant? If you have studied Robert Kiyosaki, or you may be knowing before I explain this cash flow quadrant. So as per this cash flow quadrant, he says the entire earning population of world is divided into four quadrants: E, S, B, I. Thank you, Milan Bhai. Yeah, you are familiar with this. So E is employee. What employees they do? They trade their time and get money, salary, maybe weekly or monthly or daily. Self-employee. We have many self-employees in our attendees. What the self-employees they do? They also trade time, but they trade more time, and you have accepted this. As an entrepreneur, you are trading more time than your employees. For you, it is every day, weekday. Correct. So this left side, if you see, is E and S is called trading zone. And other side, if you see, big business, which is B. So definition as per Robert Kiyosaki, big business is business who is having 500 and more employees. Now this definition is maybe 20, 25 years old. Now things have changed. In technology world, in you can say technology as it is advanced, and then comes investors. Now investor, so what big business they do? They use other people's time. Think about Mukesh Ambani. He'll be having maybe more than 100,000 employees all over Reliance. He's buying 8-9 hours of each employee every day. So he's having 800,000 hours working for him every day. And he paying compensation based on positions, based on services, qualities. He pays salary. So that's what, and then he's working on his passion. Same thing, investors, what they do, they use other people's money. Like we live in Dubai, Imar, what they do, they announce the project, you know that. The moment they announce and launch is announced, people reach there a night before, long queue with money, checkbook, passport, everything, to wait for paying the money to reserve the property. And then they get the money from investors, they start the project, they get funding from banks or financial institution, and they use other people's money. So this is just about awareness. Like, see, we need to be aware that only hard work is not the solution to be financially free. Now, does this make sense? If this makes sense, just type MS if it makes sense so far. Thank you. Thanks, Gizlan. So, thanks, Arjun, Tasabi. How many of you are using GPS? Thank you, Dilip. How many of you use GPS? Type GPS in the chat box if you are using GPS all the time, correct? Yeah, because Dilip, thank you. Every day, Leah, thank you. Gazlan, Tasavi. So we use GPS. Arjun, thank you. So GPS, as it is useful, or you have to give some inputs to GPS. If suppose you open, say, Google Map on your mobile, I opened it, and then I have this. So what I need to tell GPS? Details first. So what are the details, Leah? Starting point, true, and destination, correct? 2 points GPS needs, and where you want to go. Now, what if I say that our mind also works the same way? Our mind is also GPS. Unless we don't give a clear goal and we are not emotionally involved with that goal. Like, say, many times goal setting or goal writing has become a mechanical process. I've attended many trainings before joining Bob Proctor, and I've written many goals, but then nothing was working. I was sincere. I made my New Year resolution. I invested a lot of money in me, but things were not moving because I was not emotionally involved with this goal, because my belief system was not allowing to believe that I can do it. So, what is the benefit of using GPS? Why GPS? Okay, everybody is using GPS. We know that we need inputs to give to GPS. These are the inputs we need to give. But why we use GPS? What are the benefits we get using GPS? To guide us, save our time. True, that is definitely. Anything else? We reach to the location. We get many options also, correct? Suppose a person starting from, say, uh, Dubai airport and wants to go to Jabal Ali. Now, your GPS will show you multiple options. Take Sheikh Zayed Road and you will reach faster. Maybe traffic is not there, but it will tell you that there are 2 or 3 tolls. Convenient, true. It will say Al Khil Road. It will say Mohammed bin Zayed Road. It will say Emirates Road, and it will give us a different time. And we get multiple choices, and then we make a choice, and then we are following the guidelines, and we are enjoying the journey also. Correct? Is it true that your journey is pleasant? You don't have to worry whether you are on right track or wrong track. So then during that journey you can maybe listen the music. If you are like me, you will listen audiobooks, which I do always, or you can talk to somebody on phone, or hands free I'm talking about, not holding your phone. So your journey will be pleasant because you are not having worry. You don't have to worry. You don't have to ask anybody whether I'm on the right track or no. You know that you have a guide. Same thing, mind also is like a GPS. So you have to tell where you are, where you want to go. So you need to be aware about these two things. True? And financial freedom is journey of awareness again. But then if it is so simple, why so many people are stuck? I was stuck. I was stuck for 5 years, and I didn't know why I was stuck. So anybody of you have aware about this word called paradigms? You are familiar with paradigms? So people are stuck because of paradigms. Gizlan, yeah, you have studied thinking into results, so you know that. So it is paradigms. Like, see, paradigms are nothing but our programs. We are programmed. We are programmed in multiple ways. I'm not going much in detail in the paradigms, but I will be covering some paradigms about money. Tasabi, thank you. Mariam, you are not aware. So paradigms are, it's like, see, suppose I have this phone, correct? And do you agree that this phone works on operating system? And if I'm not updating the operating system, the phone will start giving me some technical glitches. I will be getting message that you have a new version of operating system. Select and update. So I'm on right now 3 platforms right now. So I'm using eCam. Now before just starting this live, when I started my eCam, which allows me to go to Zoom also, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube, I got a message that there is a new version available of eCam. Now I was receiving this message since more than 8-10 days, but I was always in a hurry, and then some or other glitch was keep on coming. So before going for live, I decided that no, I will update it, and I've updated it. It is working fine. So same thing, our mind also has operating system, and unless we don't operate this mind, unless we don't change the paradigms or programmings. So as per Bob Proctor's definition, paradigms are multitude of habits. Now, how many of you agree that we have different money habits? When we are talking about financial freedom, do you agree that it requires financial discipline? Now we have different kind of instant gratification or delayed gratification habits, correct? Mariam, thank you. So habits, like, say, ultimately everything about it says that paradigm controls every move we make. Paradigm controls your ability to earn money. Paradigm controls your belief system, your logic, your productivity, your efficiency, your self-image. Everything is controlled by paradigms. How many of you have learned about paradigms in school? I didn't learn. I didn't heard word called paradigm till the age of 49. So I was not aware. Awareness was missing, and then that's why I was not getting the results. But when I became aware about this information, and then comes awareness about mind. How many of you agree that mind is very important in results of our life? Because we are talking about alignment, mental well-being, emotional well-being, physical well-being, financial well-being. So mental and emotional well-being both are connected with mind. Thank you. Thanks, Mariam. Now, till the age of 49, I was not aware. I knew that there is something called mind. So if I ask you, so this is one quote or one, you can say, graphics I have received. So you can read this. If people from India, they know that she is BK Sivani, sister. And she talks about mind. And she says we need to keep the remote control of our state of mind in our hands. Now we know that everybody, all the spiritual gurus, everybody says the same thing, that you need to control your mind. But do you agree that if you don't know what mind is, how mind looks like, how mind works, then we can't control mind? How many of you feel that? If this makes sense, type MS in the chat box. We know that controlling mind is very important, so I will just unhide this. So it says, thank you, Leah, thank you, Tasabi. So it says many emotions, particularly the uncomfortable ones. Many times we are feeling uncomfortable. When it comes to money, we are feeling uncomfortable. When it comes to some stepping out of comfort zone, we become uncomfortable. Thank you, Shambhu. Thank you, Leah. Thanks, Melan. So many emotions, particularly the uncomfortable ones, are wrongly labeled as normal. Stress, fear, anger are often normalized, but they actually signify a state of unease. The moment you are having fear, there will be uneasiness on body. The moment you have anxiety, you will feel uneasiness. The moment you are angry, you will feel uneasiness on the body. So that uneasiness is called disease. Body is not at ease. Now I didn't knew this, but same thing I learned from Bob Proctor, that I need to take control of my mind. Without doing that, I won't be able to achieve financial freedom. Now, when I knew this, I decided to work with Bob Proctor. When I knew that I want financial freedom, I don't know anything about mind, I don't know anything about mindset, how I'm going to reach there. Now, some of you may be there, I don't know. I learned during these last 8 years. But to learn this, I have traveled to US and Canada 9 times. Using my vacations till the time I was on the job, I was going for using my vacation or leave holidays to travel there and learn from the master. So invested, you can say, big money, more than $200,000 I have paid to Bob Proctor as a fee. Bob Proctor was not a cheap mentor. But I made a decision that I have to pay the price. Without paying price, I'm not going to get what I really want. And you are here. That's what that proves, that you want to step out of your comfort zone to achieve the big results. So let's come back to mind. So I want you to think about all these images. Maybe your family, whether they are in UAE or they are back home, your friends. If you have a pet, think about pet. Your home, your car, Burj Khalifa, your office. Think about, so people who are in BNI, they are my BNI colleague. I want you to think about, yesterday we were in BNI meeting. Immediately your mind will take you there. How many of you have started getting those images, or it is running like a movie? So I remember Mr. Milan was in Dubai 2 months back. We were sitting in Al Bustan hotel, and immediately he will recall that time when we were having that conversation. Does it get is true, Milan bhai? Does our mind works this way, that we think in pictures, we think with our mind, and when there is no picture, there is no clarity. So we all know Burj Khalifa. Even if you are living in Dubai, thank you, Milan bhai, thanks for confirming. So if you are living in Dubai, you must have gone there, you must have physically seen that. If you are not visited Dubai, but you have seen picture in maybe newspaper or online or on TV. So the moment I ask you to think about Burj Khalifa, a picture of that tall tower, that structure will come. But imagine a person living in a part of the world, he never came to Dubai, he has never seen picture of Burj Khalifa. So what kind of image that person will be having in his or her mind? Is this person is going to have any image or no? There won't be any image. Say person in Africa, suppose the guy has never seen, no image. So when there is no image, there is a confusion, correct? No awareness. Yeah, it is lack of awareness. Tasabi, yes, there won't be image. So when there is no image, there is confusion. Now, we think with mind, we think in pictures. I want you to think about mind. What kind of picture of mind comes on screen of your mind? What kind of image you are getting? Maybe you are getting like this brain, Gislan, yeah, flying, yeah. So we have a lot of confusion. So do you agree that we need a picture? Everything works in flow, and when there is no picture of mind, there is a confusion. So I'm covering those basic things today. Unless these basic things are not clear, unless you don't make yourself think, it will be a difficult journey. So now this is the picture I learned from April 2016 onwards, and since then I'm learning this. I'm learning every day. But any thoughts, any goal, any thing I want to achieve, I use this model. So it's simple. If you see this is the big circle and this is a small circle. So big circle is your mind and small circle is body. So if I take this model, a minute. Where is mind model? Just a minute. Yeah, okay. So it's here. So you can see this. This is the model. This big circle is your mind. I want you to imagine. This is not a real picture. This is your mind and this is your body. And do you agree that body will follow what mind tells to do? Now that includes even you want to wake up early in the morning, you decide night before, you set your alarm, but when alarm rings, you snooze it. No, tomorrow I will go for walk, or tomorrow I will do this, and then body will not do it. Does it happen or no? Mind controls your body. And if these are not in alignment, what happens? So these are our five senses, what we see, hear, smell, taste and touch. So you are receiving this information from me using your two senses. You can see me and you can hear me. Correct? So these are, and these five senses. And that's how we live our life. And this is how information flows. Like say, conscious mind is responsible for your thoughts, subconscious is responsible for your feeling, and this is responsible for your action. Like say body, so right now you can see because I'm moving, but my command is coming from mind. My memory I'm recalling and then it is coming and you are receiving it. But if this is making sense, so far I want you to write in the chat box that this is something light bulb. You can say write LB, light bulb. Now when I learned this was a light bulb moment for me. It might take time to absorb everything. Thank you, Gislan. So, but this was a light bulb for me. When I understood that clarity, how I can control the flow, how I can take control of my mind. So, this is responsible for thoughts, this is responsible for feeling, this is responsible for action. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Milan Bhai. So, this is a now, do you agree that to achieve financial freedom, you need to have a prosperity mindset, not poverty mindset, abundance mindset, not lack and limitation mindset? And when you build this, and it needs again paradigm shift, we need to control our paradigms. So, if I ask you if financial freedom is so simple, what is holding you back? What are the things which you feel holding you back? Now, does this resonate with you, this belief? Like, say, I'm going from A, B, C, D. So, A is awareness, B is belief. Belief about money. So, what are some beliefs about money we have? Anybody wants to share before I show it on the screen? We have some beliefs about money. We have to work hard. Yeah, true, Gislan. Yes, we have to work hard to earn more money. This was me till the age of 46. And it is difficult, yeah. Because I have always seen my father working from one job to another job to bringing work at home. And my childhood, when I recall, I've always seen him working hard. And my programming was that I have to work hard until 46, when I reached to a level that I cannot invest any more hours in my work. And that made me to reach to Robert Kiyosaki. So another one is Dilip. Yes, money should make money. So you need money to make money. Correct. So, then Gislan says some others are lucky. So people say that I'm not lucky. That person is lucky. Money don't grow on trees. True. I believe we should work smart and not hard. So these are all the things. Now, see, money is root of all the evils. Can we connect with this? Money is root of all the evils. That's what we have learned from maybe from our parents, maybe from somebody else, maybe other people, or even for best Example, if you are watching movie, have you noticed that in the movie, the villain is always rich and hero is always poor and victim? From where these beliefs comes? These beliefs comes from our programming that money is root of all evils. Money is not everything. Be satisfied with what you have. Who told? Dilip told that money should make money. So you need money to make more money. Is another belief. Money myths. Another one is be satisfied with what you have. In India, it says that jitni chadar hai utna pair phailao. So if so, sorry if somebody doesn't understand Hindi, but this is what I was my belief was that jitni chadar hai utna pair phailao. So don't expect more than what you feel you deserve. People don't have money, use it as coping mechanism. Yeah, thank you. Money doesn't grow on tree. Yeah, somebody else says that money. Yeah, Milan Shah, money doesn't grow on tree. That made me to write this book, Grow Your Money Tree. Growing a money tree is as simple as growing any other tree. That's what I have explained in this, and I've grown my money trees like this. Then comes beliefs about yourself. Many times we don't have this belief. I was the person. I was not having belief about me. I thought I'm always introvert. I have studied in Gujarati medium, so I was not good in English. I was not comfortable in talking to say 5, 10 people together. And that was my self-limiting beliefs, my non-supporting beliefs, self-image. Now, self-image, again, I learned self-image from Bob Proctor that we have two images. One is we see ourselves in mirror or what other people see us, or what you can say, or there is another image which is inside image, that what we believe about us. And unless that image is not changed, nothing will change. So you can see these 2, 3 examples. One example is thermostat. Thermostat, what's role of thermostat is you set the temperature and it will not allow room temperature to deviate. The moment room temperature goes up, it will switch on the compressor, cooling will start, and when it reaches to the set temperature, it will stop. And that's what thermostat does. You can see the flight, autopilot. So this mechanism called cybernetics mechanism. So it is kind of same as GPS, and we have cybernetics mechanism inside us. Now this person you can see, even though person wants to lose weight, but you can see the person in the gym and eating some unhealthy food. Now does this happen? You must have seen many people victim of this. They are trying to do something but it is not working out. So why? Because they are not working on self-image. So this is called behavioral change, like making New Year resolutions and giving up in a few weeks. So people make New Year resolutions on 1st of January, and then they give up by 19th January, because that's what called Quitters Day. People they give up resolutions by that date. Now you must be correlating with this. So now this self-image, this box, you can see this. We have potential. The white box you can see, this is our actual potential, which is infinite. There is no limit. But what we do, we make a box around us. So you can see this small box. This is our limited self-image. And we have this unutilized potential to expand our possibilities, to expand our results. But the moment we try to step out of that box, because unless this box is not expanded, it will bring us back like thermostat. Thermostat will maintain the temperature in the room. And that's what the role of self-image is. I was not aware about this. So imagine that if you expand your self-image by changing your belief system. So now the question comes, how the self-image is made. Maybe other people are responsible for your self-image. Maybe you have poor self-image. It starts with parents, siblings, teachers, colleagues, bosses. All those things are responsible. All those people are responsible for our self-image. But you are responsible to change it. They are not responsible to change it. You are responsible. So when I understood this, I have decided to change my self-image. I have decided to challenge my self-image. I always thought that I'm not a writer. I'm not a creative person. But I challenged. I was always scared to jump from the plane. I went with it. I never did mountaineering. I went on almost 14, 15,000 feet of height, carrying my 10, 12 kg bag for 5 days. I've challenged. And when you challenge it, you can change it. But I had mentors with me. Without mentor, it was not possible. And then belief about selling. So how many of you are in selling business? Okay, I already have this slide. So how many of you are in selling business? If you are in selling, write selling or sale. Thank you, Sambhu. So everyone sell, like see, nothing moves without someone selling something. True? Yeah, you are either selling product, idea or service. Let me fix my iPod. So you are either selling product, idea or service. Yeah, everybody sells. Without selling, nothing moves. So this was again light bulb moment for me when I met Bob Proctor. Now you can see these people. They sold, correct? Like see, I have these say different phones. So this was my earlier I was using this phone. How many of you remember this phone? And then this phone. How many of you remember this phone? Anybody remember this product? Anybody have used this? BlackBerry. Then came this. Then came this. Then came this. Why? Because somebody sold us. Steve Jobs sold the idea of smartphone. Elon Musk sold us idea of electric car and other things. Twitter, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. So everything we see around is because somebody sold us. But there are myths about selling. Good products sell themselves. It doesn't happen. You have to reach to people. Even though I have this good information, but I'm selling this idea that I'm selling to you that you can take control of your life. You can design your life by taking some help, by raising your awareness. I'm selling. I'm openly telling I'm selling. There is selling is not bad. But if I'm selling which improves your life, which helps you to design your life, which helps you to achieve financial freedom, I'm working in alignment with universal law. And that made me to pay huge fee to Bob Proctor because I know that I have to pay to achieve something big. I have to give up something. So good products sells themselves is a myth. Salespeople are pushy. This is also myth. Then comes selling is manipulative. Many times we feel selling people are manipulative. Selling is for extrovert. Now this was me. I was introvert, so I was not comfortable in selling. I remember the time when I was in network marketing, I was scared to make call to people because I was having fear of criticism, fear of rejection. How many of you connect with this? I don't want you to say here, but think about this. What is truth about selling? Selling is to have your idea accepted, adopted, or approved. Now, this is Bob Proctor's definition. And he says he was not best teacher, he was a best salesperson. He was selling future, he was selling ideas. Truth about selling. Selling is about leading a person on path to agreement. You are here because when you receive my post, you found there some sense that no, this is something can help you. And you are here. Selling is about serving. How many of you feel that selling is about serving? So these are the truth about sales. Selling is world's highest paid profession. There is no limit. There is Mr. Srinivas was there. He was from insurance. Now insurance, there are many people who are giving insurance services. They are earning millions, but some insurance people are struggling. Why? It is same product, same service, but their belief about selling. Now maybe your team is struggling with this. When you help your team changing these myths about selling, do you agree that your revenue, your profit will be high? If you are team leader, your team will perform better. If you are an entrepreneur, your team will bring more revenue and more closing. Do you feel that? Or you yourself, if suppose you are doing direct sale, thank you, Parikshit. So nothing moves unless someone sells something, product, service, or idea. What is holding you back from selling? Again, it comes to our belief, our comfort, our fear of rejection. Then comes courage. We need to have courage to dream. Everything starts with dreaming. So that's why I asked you that think why you want to be financially free. Unless you don't have that clear idea, that clear reason, nothing will change. then courage to act. Without action, nothing will happen, and courage to receive. Unless you don't believe to receive, so there is a law of attraction. You must have heard about law of attraction. It says ask, believe, and ready to receive. So ask is with conscious mind, believe is subconscious mind, and receiving with body, and by taking right actions. We can see a lot of things around us which is because of somebody sold these ideas. These are the people like Thomas Edison. Before Thomas Edison invented light bulb, we know that people were living with candlelight and oil lamp. There was no electricity or there was no bulb. Steve Jobs, you can see this phone which I have shown. I was using this phone for a long time, which was good for calling, but there was what we can do with these days with smartphone. He sold these ideas, even though now he is not in the world, but people will always, he left legacy. Wright brothers, flying was illogical because we are not given wings, so it is idea of flying was illogical. But then these people they didn't accept it. Now we can see the options available to us, and the place where we live in, the ruler, visionary leader of Dubai, he says that future belongs to those who can imagine it, design it, and execute it. He didn't say that future belongs to those who has a lot of money, who can execute it. He says future belongs to those who can imagine it. Now, how many of you feel that imagination is part of mind? We have power. We are given power to imagine. So, what is holding you back from dreaming? We are told that don't be a daydreamer. In our childhood, maybe our parents told us, don't be a daydreamer. Teachers told us, maybe our friends told us. Then we need direction. Correct? So direction, this picture is of Bob Proctor's mentor, Earl Nightingale. How many of you are familiar with Earl Nightingale? You can write Earl, E-A-R-L, Earl, if you have heard about or if you have studied his material. So Earl Nightingale was mentored by Napoleon Hill, who was author of Think and Grow Rich book, and Earl Nightingale mentored Bob Proctor. And Napoleon Hill was mentored by world's richest person, Andrew Carnegie. And I'm fortunate mentored by Bob Proctor. So I can consider myself as a fifth lineage, direct lineage of Andrew Carnegie. Andrew Carnegie, Napoleon Hill, Earl Nightingale, Bob Proctor, and me. Now there are many consultants like me, but I have followed and I have applied Bob Proctor's learning in my life, and I got the results. So he says success is progressive realization of a worthy goal. Your goal should be worthy of your life. Your goal should not be something that you want to give for any small things. So we have already seen this. How many of you feel that direction is very important in life? Only hard work doesn't help unless we are working in the right direction. How many of you feel? If you feel that, write D as a direction, D in the chat box. Very important. Thank you, Gizlan. Direction is very important. See, just working hard and not moving in the direction of your goal is of no use. Thank you. Thanks, Shambhu. Thanks, Tasabi. Thanks, Milan. Thanks, Parikshit. So direction is very important. If we are going in the wrong direction, even though we are working hard, and why I'm telling you, because I was there in this 5 years, I was going in the wrong direction because I didn't have clear direction in my mind. I only wanted financial freedom. But why I want to be financially free, what was the gaps, how our mind, I didn't know anything. Now, if you also don't know, don't worry. It's always right time to start. So, you don't know if you are not aware about you are going in the right direction or no, you may be going in the sideways or reverse. So, I was going sideways for many years. What is driving you? Circumstances from outside you are driving, or your dream is driving you, your desire is driving you, your passion is driving you, your goal is driving you, your purpose is driving you. Either you are driven by your circumstances or you are driven by your inside desire. So your dream or circumstances, you have your answers. And you told that you are using GPS. Why we are using GPS? It makes our life journey easy, faster, surer. It gives us estimated time. Now, do you agree that mentors also play the same role as GPS in our life? Now, that's why I have shown picture of my mentors. I'm having new mentors. These 4 days I have attended a training online from Quantum Leap Success Resources. There was a mentor called Mac Atram, and I have signed up with program of Mac for 6 months coaching, because when I continue learning, I continue upgrading myself, I can give you better to my clients. So I never stop learning. I still have mentors. I'm next month I'm going to Malaysia, Penang, to learn from Blair Singer. How many of you are familiar with Blair Singer? I'm going to attend program called Train the Trainer. So it is all about upgrading. I know that mentors are very important. I can compress the timeline of my journey. If I figure out my own, maybe it takes 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, or it may not happen. But when I have mentors who has already walked that path, my journey, I don't have to worry. I have to just surrender. I have to tell what they are. So I surrendered to myself to Bob Proctor. Whenever he told me to do this, I did this. Whenever he told me that now it is time to resign, I was not even willing to, and I was scared, but I followed it. Now, I'm not going to tell you all those things, but power of mentor is this, that mentor will identify blind spots. Now, how many of you are driving car? And how many of time, even there is something, and particularly nowadays there are a lot of motorbikes, and I miss many times. I don't see motorbikes even on the side of my car, in the mirror, side mirrors, and there are blind spots. Now these blind spots are there in our life also. How many of you correlate with this? Type makes sense if it is MS. Right? Type MS in the chat box. We get a lot of blind spots. We don't know if we are not gone to this journey. Thank you, Shambhu. Thanks, Tasabi. Now, mentor can help you to identify those blind spots. Thank you, Gizlan. It can compress the timeline. Now, when I was associated with Bob Proctor, surrendered, committed to go and learn from him, my journey of financial freedom was compressed. Instead of maybe 10, 15, 20 years, 3 years. So this is the power of having mentors. How to find right mentors. Now in present time, how many of you feel that there are many mentors around you? People say, I'm coach, I'm this, I'm that. They attend some course and then they start claiming. Now I was this 2 years back, till the time I attended Rajiv Talreja's program in Bangalore. I went to Bangalore for 3 days event, and I asked Rajiv, world is like after COVID, many people did some courses, they get certification, and then they start teaching. So I was confused. I said, I've invested so many years, I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars. Those people are giving very cheap, you can say, investment, and ultimately the students are not getting benefits. So I asked him how I can position myself differently. So he gave me these 3 words, which I am sharing with you. He says 3R. Now I want you to think these 3 R's. First R is relevant. Now, as you are here on this masterclass and it is about financial freedom, is relevant to you, correct? Does it make sense? Type FF if financial freedom is something which is relevant to you. And this information I am sharing you is relevant to you. I am not sharing where to invest and that you can learn from anywhere. I am sharing something which is the foundation. If this is not addressed, any kind of information will not help. Thank you, Arjun. Thank you, Shambhu. So first R is confirmed. Thank you, Milan bhai. So it's relevant to you, correct? Tasabi, thank you. Then comes resonance. Now we are sitting apart. Like maybe a few of you are in different country, few of you are in, but nobody is within my close proximity. But do you get my vibes? Do you feel that I am authentic? Do you feel that what I am talking makes sense? Do you able to emotionally connect with this information? If you feel that, type yes. That yes, this makes sense. This is something missing. These are the gaps. Thank you, Arjun. Thanks, Gizlan. Thanks, Ria, Shambhu, Milan. Thank you. So see, this is called resonance. Now, our subconscious mind has no barrier of boundaries. When I'm talking to you something, what happens? So this idea I planted in your mind that there is financial freedom. This information which I have shared in last 1 hour makes sense to you, and it went into your subconscious mind and it resonates. it makes you think that no, I am authentic. I am not talking just from YouTube videos or listening something or reading something. I'm talking from my experience. So that is second R. And third R is my results. Did I got the results which I am claiming that I can help you? Many people you will see that they will tell you that I can help you to grow your money, but they are struggling themselves. They are financially broke. So whether this information or anything, make sure these three R you validate. Does it make sense? These three R's? Type MS in the chat box if this makes sense. That yes, this is three R's can give you clarity. Otherwise, there will be I've tried many mentors. I have invested. Some mentors didn't work, but that time I was not aware what to check with those mentors or coaches. I don't say mentor, but coaches. I have invested again some mentor coaches, maybe around 20, 30,000 dirhams or 40,000 dirhams I have paid, but I didn't got any result because, but that was learning, that was experience. I didn't say that was a mistake. So we will summarize this, what we have covered. Thank you, Milan. Thank you, Shambhu. This makes sense for you. What financial freedom is, your reasons to be financially free, what is holding you back, awareness about money and mind, belief about money, yourself and selling, courage to dream and receive, and right direction with the right mentor. So if you want, you can take screenshot of this because this will help you anytime. When you think from this, your mind will start working on those ideas. See, your mind will work like a radio station when you program your mind with these inputs. Otherwise, what will happen? We are controlled by circumstances, your bank account, your profit and loss statement, your availability of time, your medical report, everything will be controlled by your present results. So, what is next? We have almost spent, you can say, 1 hour, 20 minutes on this sharing. Now, I want you to seriously think what is next. Now, this information or this awareness is a beginning. Now, what if I share the next level of journey? How many of you feel that yes, you are ready? I don't say commit now, just understand what it is. Thank you, Ghazlan. If I share this information, which will take 10 minutes now, what it is, how I can help you to next level. Thank you, Milan Bhai. Thanks a lot. So, with your permission, I'm offering you this, a roadmap to be financially free. So, financial freedom is priceless, but it's not free. Now, I don't say that it's only money, it's a time, it's a commitment. Correct? So, are you ready to willing some price? As you have confirmed it. So, this is the program which I have prepared based on my learning from different mentors, which I have shared with you. So, this is called Financial Freedom Decoder, in which I will be going into detail. It is a recorded program, 15 videos. And if I have whatever I have shared, what is covered in this? Basics of financial freedom, non-supporting beliefs, paradigm shift. So some of you are not aware about paradigms. Unless paradigms are not changed, nothing will change. Your self-image, how to change self-image, your personalized workbook, 15 videos and lifetime access. Yeah. And then with this, you will be getting another course also, which I am giving as a bonus. Now, I will come back to this. So we have 5 senses, correct? Now, do you agree that these 5 senses are given to animals also? Dog, cat, any animals you take, they are given these 5 senses. Yeah, thank you, Ghazlan. So, what is the difference between human being and animals? What is different things given to we as a human being? Anything? I will not cover this in detail, but I will just touch surface of this. So what makes different we human being from animals is we are given 6 mental gifts. So what are the 6 mental gifts? I didn't learn this in school. First is imagination. Imagination is our ability to create picture in mind. I remember Ghazlan when during COVID time I met her. Things were not going well during COVID. She is from hospitality industry and everything was stopped. And that time she was having a dare to dream that I want to see my company here. I want to see my brand here. I want to see my team at different countries. That was power of imagination. And then she has decided to go for that longer version of the course. And she got the results, correct, Gislan? Yeah, she is here. So, imagination is our power, ability to create pictures of what we want. Then comes will, second gift. Now, see, imagination can be used against us. 95% people, they are using imagination against them as a worry. How many of you feel worried? Is also use of imagination. It has not happened, but you are creating those pictures, and then we attract that more. But we need to learn how to imagine it. Then comes will. Will is our ability to hold one picture at a time. Focus. Now, if I show you this, what is this? Anybody can recall or remember? Have you played in your childhood with this? I played a lot. What is this one? Magnifying glass. What we can do with magnifying glass? If I take this in sunlight and put paper or leaf or cloth or somebody's skin, can make fire. Yes, true, Kizran. So, why I'm telling this? Do you agree that our thoughts are scattered? Our thoughts are everywhere. When you are at office or business, you are thinking about home, you are thinking about back home, you are thinking about something and multiple things. We have a lot of going on in our mind. Unless we are not able to hold one picture at a time, there is a confusion. There is no clarity. And then there is no progress. We are doing something routine, we are working hard, but it is not result in the actions and results. So that is the second gift. Third gift is thinking. Now, thinking is not mental activity. Thinking is reasoning. Thinking is asking yourself that I am going in the direction of my goal or forward or reverse. If I give example of say people who are smoking. Now I'm not biased for whether you are smoking or not. It is your choice. But do you agree that smoking is not good for health? It's not good for money also. It's not good for pocket. It's not good for your loved ones also. Kids around you, they will be badly affected. But people don't think. That's why they do this. Many people, they have overspending habits. And every month or whatever they are earning, they are spending because they are not thinking. They don't ask themselves that do I really need this? So like that, you will see many things. Even using your time also needs thinking. That what I am doing is the right use of my time or no. What I am using my energy is right use of or no. So this is thinking. Fourth is perception. Perception. If I give example as COVID, COVID was COVID. It was like say imagine that this is suppose a model which I use for Buckminster Fuller. So this model says you cannot change the reality by fighting with existing model. To change the reality, you have to change the model. Now, if you are fighting with your existing reality and not getting results, it's time to change the model. And perception will help you to look good in every situation. COVID was like many people, they made fortunes in COVID. I got many good deals during COVID of real estate. Now, I don't say that I've exploited, I've attracted those deals, and that made my financial journey faster. So, it is our perception about situation which make that situation as we perceive. Then comes memory, fifth mental gift. Memory, there is no good memory, there is no bad memory. It is a trained memory, untrained memory. We need to train our memory to remember our wins. But unfortunately, we are programmed to remember our losses, mistakes, somebody criticized us, somebody was angry with us, somebody cheated us, somebody did fraud with us. Even though it has happened many years back, but immediately, the moment we recall those memories, the moment we recall those pictures, we reignite those emotions in our subconscious mind, and then we put our body into that vibration, and then we lose control. We have a lot of wins also. You can program your mind to remember your wins. And then sixth one is intuition. Intuition is like say suppose this mobile. Now if you call my mobile number, I will get the ring wherever you are in the world. Why? Because this mobile is tuned or assigned this frequency. If you call me, will come here only, not even though 100 mobiles are there around me, because I'm tuned to that. Now the universe also works same way. The thoughts, ideas, when you tune to that frequency, you can attract that. So this all covered in this. There are 18 videos in this bonus. So this bonus itself will be bigger than the main course. So you will be having question that how much I need to invest. Now to learn this information, I'm talking about years of my investment, traveling, time, giving up many things. But what if I say, so what kind of value you will get? So suppose these are the value, if you put, this will be priceless. But if you want to put a price, say it is this is the price you can put. Now, how much you feel that it is worth paying for this, worth investing from your side? See, I have a slide ready, so I'm not going to change it. I just want to know from you that as per you, how much you are willing to invest for this program. This is a self-learning program. I have recorded, you can say, 33 videos, made 2 courses. Now, this just 90 minutes. If you made thinking differently, imagine that this content, which may be say 6-7 hours, can change a lot in your life. So I want you to think about figure. Don't tell me. But what if I say that there is some special offer for you? Only this 299. Now I was not convinced myself, but I want to give some value to give you a start. Now there are people who has gone, like Gizlan is there. She has gone with this program, which is the ultimate solution. I have gone through this. This program has changed my life, but I am not offering this now. I want you to start from something small, which will not give you any reason not to do it. This is a lifetime access of these 2 programs. Now, if you feel that this made sense to you and you are willing to go to next level to take control of your life. See, without taking control of your life, the results will be after these 90 minutes, again, you will be back to the same action, same routine, unless you introduce something new in your life. And I'm still doing it. This Sunday, I have purchased a program for $2,500 because I found value. I thought that I need this. By investing in this, I can give a lot of value to my clients. Now, if I can do it, you can do it. So let's start with this. Now, there was a link in this chat box. Take action. Do something. Give yourself chance. Even though you have doubt, tell the doubt that no, you are not going to listen. So there is a QR code. You can scan also if you feel, and then you will be part of my community also. I will be giving community access, which will be kind closed Facebook group, and you will be able to. So thank you, Gizlan. She has done even the bigger version, but she feel that during that 4 years and now I'm a different version of myself. I have added a lot of more values. So congratulations, Gizlan. Thank you. Who else wants to? You can. This opportunity. This nothing like, say, even if you go for not even dinner with family. If you are going for a dinner with family, you'll be spending more than 600-700 dirhams. Does it make sense? Or if you go for a movie, yeah, yes, yeah. No, this is a total one-time investment, not a month or anything. This you will be getting this program access lifelong, lifetime access. Yeah. So take opportunity. I wanted to give something which will continue your momentum and action. Normally, I was proposing always this program, big one, but some people will go, some people take longer time. I want you to take action. So you know that something. When I was deciding to work with Bob Proctor, an investment was 32,000. He explained me everything, and then he gave me a statement. He says, "Now you have all the information. Whatever questions I wanted, I asked." He said, you have all the information. You have means also to do it. So money also. Now I don't think that 299 you may not be having. and then you take more than 30 seconds, he told me, I'm talking about me, Bob Proctor, you don't deserve to win. Now I felt so bad that time. In that moment, I told, who Bob is that to tell me like this? But then I understood power of decision. Unless we don't make decision, the moment you make decision, you are telling universe that I'm coming, I'm ready to take action, and then you will start attracting those frequencies. That's how it works, and all those things will be covered in this course. So if anybody wants to scan this, or there is a link in the chat box, and then I want to give more value. Now imagine that you are here on this crossroad. Yeah, you are here on this crossroad. Now one way is going this side, where you are not taking any new actions, keep doing same thing, and keep getting same results till the time it get worst. Other way is taking this path and then changing. Take control. What do you choose? So if you have any question, we can address maybe a couple of minutes in questions. And if you want to know more, so it is like, say, this is the last slide: pain of growth or comfort of suffering. Pain of growth is temporary. Maybe study you have to do. Maybe you have to change your money habits. Maybe you have to change your physical habits, eating habits. These are all happens when you start thinking. Or other side, if you see comfort of suffering, which is permanent. Pain of growth is temporary. Comfort of suffering is permanent. And whoever goes with this, again, I want to give more value. In the same price, I will give my printed version of book. If you are in Dubai, if you are outside Dubai, I can give you full download of my book. So this itself is 75 dirham, but I want you to give more value. So you can still make a decision, and then if you have any question, here is QR code to book a discovery call with me. Yeah, so you can click the link also. There is a discovery call link if you want to discuss anything, if you have any question. And that's all for end of slide. So I will stop my presentation. And then if you can switch on your camera, so we can just have 1-2 minutes of our interaction. What was your experience? What is your takeaway? So far it was one-way communication. I didn't see any faces. So if you can switch on your camera, and then maybe we can click a picture also and understand what was your takeaway, or what value I have added in your life, in your understanding. Thank you. You want to share something? Kislan, you are on mute. Yeah. Most welcome. Yeah, absolutely. True. It's always, yeah. Yeah. Our mind always diverts, so we have to bring it back again on the course. Perfect. Yeah. 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 Thank you. Thanks. Thanks a lot, Gizlan. Milan bhai, anything you want to share, your takeaway, or what was your light bulb moment, Shambhu, or anybody else before we close? Yeah. Thank you. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Strategy. Yeah. True. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Milind bhai. So I'm happy that yes, I'm leaving you with some value. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Mr. Shambhu, thank you. You are most welcome. You are based in Qatar, correct? Doha. Yeah. Thank you. No, no, it is so it is interesting journey. Like see, understanding mind never ends. And my mentor, he passed away 2 years back, but then he has studied mind for 62 years of his life, Bob Proctor. So, and he was still studying till the end of his life. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. See, this is a self learning. No, no, this self learning. This is a prerequisite. I've done this. See, I told that I have many mentors. I have a digital coach who told me that I can leverage my time. So this will be one of my passive income. I worked hard for preparing this course, putting things in place, but then this will be like helping people without me physically or online live with them. So this will be a foundation. So this is a course with 33 videos, which from my side with all the clarification, all the gamification, all workbooks and everything. Yeah. So at least this will be a warming up. Like see, then sometimes see what happens straight away if person is going for bigger course and mentally not prepared to invest. Many times people have doubt that okay, investing bigger amount may is right for me or no. So for that purpose, I have made this. So there are two courses. One is 18 videos with mental gift. Now see, unless we don't work on our mental gifts, we'll be victim of our circumstances. It's simple. So that is one mental gift course, and then another one is financial freedom decoded, which is 15 videos, and it is structured in such a way that it will take step by step to the student on this journey. Yeah, yeah, amazing. Thank you. Thanks. Anybody? Yeah, you're most welcome. Anybody else have already made a decision? You want any help? Let me know. Drop a message, and we can discuss. Yep. Okay. So thank you. I think I've taken extra 15 minutes from you. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Tasabi. You're most welcome. Okay. Right. I'm happy. Like, see, I'm keep on experimenting something new. I believe in giving more value than what you invest. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks a lot for everyone. Thank